You said you've only been a songwriter for 5 years. I'm making a guess that you are not in your early 20s. And so
you're dead on. Yeah.
right.
No,
So,
I'm in my 50s.
yeah.
And as it turns out, if you're not a songwriter and you're in your late 40s or 50s or any age, you can become one if you start writing songs. And I didn't recognize that until I started doing it.
Unlocking that in someone, and I might be the someone you're talking about. I've written like 2 songs in my life. The first one did amazingly well on college radio, and so I figured I better quit while I'm ahead. What was the thing that made you say, because you're so nonchalant about it, that's atypical. Most people have a block, like, well, it's not something I do. I've never done it. I'm going to stay away from it.
Well,
what was that switch like for you?
I guess I'd say a little about my background.
Please.
There's a lot of writing in my background. I was a lawyer at one time. I guess arguably I'm still a lawyer. I mean, I practiced law. I was a litigation attorney, and so lawyers are sort of professional writers. So
Sure.
I'm comfortable, writing, and language is something that's very dear to me. What I was not comfortable with was being an artist or calling myself an artist or even thinking in those terms. I didn't, for whatever reason, whatever influences were upon me or whatever upbringing I had, if that was in me, I didn't feel comfortable to express it at a younger age. And I do now, which was a part of my journey.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was the first song I wrote, but it was among them. Is a song called One of These Days. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for 9 years.
Congratulations.
And I wrote a song. Thank you. And I wrote a song just about that experience. And I brought it to our band early on and, immediately just played, my chords and sang my melody and watched the song come alive in a first rehearsal. But I happened to be surrounded by really talented musicians in my band. I'm lucky in that regard. And so that feeling of the song developing was just exhilarating and made me want to do more of it. And then we recorded, I guess about 2.5 years ago, we got enough money together to record an EP. And it's 2 of the songs on the first record were written by me and 2 by our former drummer. And there's a cover on that as well. And so that was just a gratifying experience when you find that something you wrote has touched a person and they tell you that is a kind of satisfaction that I didn't know was available to me. And now when that happens, it makes you want more.